MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM is excited to bring you 2018 Colorado High School Wrestling. Tonight's matches feature the visiting Meeker Cowboys and your Moffat County Bulldogs. Tonight's matches are brought to you by these Moffat County Proud sponsors: Craig Family Dental, Memorial Regional Health, Bank of Colorado, there's only one, Victory Motors, Hatton Enterprises 24/7, Miller Sales and Service, 3B Enterprises, Sand, Gravel, and Rock Products, Cornerstone Realty, GCR Tires and Service, Precision Auto Service, 360 Insurance Company, Mountain West, Kramer Pouring, McDonald's, I'm loving it, Great Divide Cleaning Service, Chaos Inc., Young Life, Duran and Pierce Contractors, Cook Chevrolet, Ford and Subaru, Country Living Realty, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Eppin Associates, Rocky Mountain Automotive, Colorado Northwestern Community College, Identity Graphics, Craig Veterinary Hospital, Brass Key Realty, and Mountain Air Spray. The schools taking part in today's event are part of the nearly 355 members of the Colorado High School Activities Association. As member schools, we promote and protect the privilege of participation in interscholastic athletics and activities. We also promote lifetime values like respect, hard work, teamwork, sporting behavior, and citizenship. We help reach and motivate students. We develop policies as a group and enforce them as a responsibility of membership. We are coaches, game officials, and administrators voluntarily working for the common good of kids. We are the Colorado High School Activities Association. All right, we have some JV matches tonight. First up at 126 pounds is Jeremiah Ziegler, and he's wrestling Cooper Main, and Ziegler has a 2-point takedown to start off this one just 10 seconds in. That's when you want to throw the half. Keep that hand on your head and throw the half and just push him over. Always dangerous, someone's grabbing the head when they're on the bottom. Nice switch by Mann. So far, Ziegler staying in control as he's able to counter it. And now the 1 point is awarded, and we got a 2-1 match in favor of Moffat County's Jeremiah Ziegler. Jeremiah, scrappy kid in my weightlifting class. Does a good job, always working hard. Just needs more experience and mat time. Nice shot by the Cowboys. Ziegler fighting hard right now. Trying to counter. "50 seconds on the clock here in the first. This is where you got to look where you're at. If you can get out of bounds, get yourself out of that position and get yourself out of bounds here. And finally, the Cowboys take control and get the 2-point takedown, and they are up 3-2, 26 seconds on the clock. Stalemate called. Stalemate called anytime neither wrestler is able to improve their position and they're just kind of stuck. And so they'll bring it back and start it again from referee's position. And at the end of one, it's 3-2 in favor of Meeker. Going to be Meeker's choice. And they will take top. Right to the ankle, trying to break Ziegler down. Gets him finally broke down to his belly. Jeremiah having a hard time coming off right now. Tries to grab that leg. Now he has the right idea. You want to try to go inside of that leg. If you can clear your own legs, now you can sit out and get yourself a switch right there. There you go. Turns into him. Oh, stay off your back. They roll through. And will he give him one? And he does. All right. Jeremiah Ziegler gets himself an escape and ties this match up with 1:21 left in the first. Ziegler with the only takedown of the match. See if he can get another one here in the second. Got a great first match here to open the night. JV Bulldog Wrestling, 126 pounds. Under a minute on the clock here in the second. Both wrestlers with the head and arm tie. And Ziegler trying to set up a takedown attempt. Ankle pick by Meeker. Almost is able to grab it. Ziegler counters well. He drives in now, tries to pick up the single. And the referee will say, let's bring it back to the center. 26 seconds on the clock. And shot by Meeker, countered by Ziegler. Got to be careful there. He drops in, picks up the single leg. Not going to be able to hold on to it as they loses that leg and they go out of bounds. 12 seconds on the clock. Looks like we're going to be all knotted up at 3 going into the third. All right, going to be Ziegler's choice here. Definitely thinking he's going to choose down. And he does. Needs to come off and score himself another point here. He was able to escape before. We'll see if he can do it again. Meeker right to the ankle pick, trying to break Jeremiah down. Comes up, nice stand up. Clear your legs, don't go to your back, go right back, good job. Sometimes you worry about that with these young guys always. These young guys, sometimes they'll stick with it just too long and then they get themselves caught on their back. So Jeremiah did a good job that time as he just got right to his belly and didn't give it up. And right now, I would say he's in the better position being on bottom as seconds tick away. It's a lot easier to score from the bottom than the top. Ziegler back on his feet, turns and faces. Can he keep him in bounds? Nope, not going to happen. And Meeker wisely pushes Ziegler out of bounds. We'll see what happens here. 1:11 on the clock. 3-3. Hard crossface by Meeker.
Sorry, my bad.
Shane joined me here.
Jump right in on you here. I get it coming right at the end of a great match. 3-3, 58 seconds left. It's coming down to the wire.
And 2-point takedown for Ziegler. Or 2-point reversal, I mean, not a takedown. So 5-3. And that's what you wanted. We were hoping he'd get 1, but he ends up getting 2. And now you just got to be smart. Ride him, and if he's going for a reversal, don't give up the 2. You can give up the 1, don't give up the 2, and let him tie it up. Meeker with a nice stand-up. Ziegler doing a good job following. And now you wrestle smart. You got a 1-point lead. Nice shot by Meeker, high single leg. And Ziegler in danger of getting taken down. Got to keep the head, come back to your feet. Back. Oh, and he gives up the takedown. I was like, tripod up, get back to your feet, look where you're at, but he gives up the takedown. So just like that, he had the lead, and now he loses the lead. 6-5 in favor of Meeker, 26 seconds on the clock. We'll see if Ziegler can get himself an escape and tie this match up.
Plenty of time to come up off the bottom now, but that first move was important, and he wasn't able to come up to a knee or up to his first step, and now he's in trouble. 18 seconds left, and he is balled up on the bottom. He's got to get that first step up if he's got any chance of getting that escape. Oh, now he's going to try to turn over the reverse, but he's giving up back points here. And that close, my friend, to the tied-up match, and now on your back as time expires.
And I don't blame him for that. There's a time when you got to take a chance. He was in that position. He had less than 10 seconds. He had to go for it. He got himself caught on his back, but it was a great effort by Jeremiah Ziegler. Good match at 126 pounds. We'll be right back on Moffat County Proud.
Here we are with our 132-pound JV match. This is Zach McCann from Meeker. He's going up against Colton Terry, your Bulldog. And we are just underway, and both of them locked up ear to ear on the upper side of our mat. here in our Moffat County Gymnasium. A great night for some Moffat County Meeker rivalry. And there is a takedown for 2. What a great job our wrestler did there to turn it away, get the 2 points out of what looked like he was in trouble. But he turned it into 2, and now he's going to lock in the legs, and he's going to go up top on his Meeker opponent. And again, this is Colton Terry, and you watch that. It looked like he was going to his back with a takedown from upper body, and he was able to turn it and squirm, but now he's in trouble, and he is on his back, and he's going to have to fight through. He needs to put his arm underneath the arm of the Meeker wrestler and turn away, or he's going to have to turn hard the other direction. There you go. Put your base out. Now they scream it, look away, and that's what they're saying. Look away from the half Nelson. It'll hurt worse if you're on your back, I promise. You got to look away. Stay off your back. Good. Great job. That is so hard to do, but he's still in trouble. He's got to look away. You reach up, you peel the hand off your head, and you look away from the inside half, and he's about to give up points. Hasn't yet. And now he has been turned, and he's given up bad points. Only a 2 count there. Man, so close to not giving up any, but he gives up 2, and he's able to belly out. Did a great job not going over with a deep, deep half being put in on him by Meeker right there. And now Meeker's going to continue to work the legs themselves. This is Zach McCann. So start out with your Bulldogs up 2-0, Colton Terry. Then he gives up the reversal and 2 back points. Just barely gave up the 2 count. And now he's on bottom with 12 seconds left. He just doesn't want to give anything else up. Oh, and he's in trouble. He's about to give up some cheap back points here. He's got to belly down. And he does. And that will bring us to the end of this first period with the score. 4-2. Zach McCann up on top of your Bulldog, Colton Terry. Another great match. We had the first one of the night. It was really good. And this is our second JV match. And now look, Meeker's going to defer the decision over to Moffat County. And since he did get that first takedown, he's going to go ahead and take on his feet. Also, since he was turned to his back on the bottom, he doesn't want anything to do with being on the bottom. Here we go now. Let's see what he's going to do here. He's going to circle right in the center of the mat. And now he's going to tie up ear to ear. Or these days it would be headgear to headgear. And there's just not a ton you can do. I was one of those big guys who tied up a lot like that, but I would fake that tie up and go right in, and I would go after those legs. And I had a move that involved a front headlock like this that I would just drop right under him. They didn't expect it. Oh, he's in trouble. He was trying to do that front headlock pull backwards move. And right now Meeker now does what you want to do in that situation, goes in on a single leg and gets a great takedown. So he was trying to do his front headlock maneuver where you expose your back and roll them through, and Meeker very smartly blocked it with his legs and was able to take him down to the mat and get 2 more points. And now you're in a little bit of trouble in this match as you've given up your decision already, and you got to turn hard, and he does it. He's going to get 2, and he might turn it to his back. 6-2, and now it's 6-4. And if he can go underneath that arm for the half, not going to be able to get back points here. So now he just wants to reestablish top position, and he's going to cradle him over, and he's got him on his back. There's back points should be counted here. They're going to hold the 3. They've got 3 already in hand. Now let's see, no pin there, but he's going to get the full 3 as soon as he releases this hold. What a great turn of events here in this match. As Colton Terry now, you can see the crowd is, his teammates are exalting him, trying to get him to turn it over. He's so close now as he turns it into a lock with the legs. The old leg lock holding across the body, and I'm not sure I even have a name for this maneuver, but it's called putting your opponent on his back. Haven't seen this one maybe ever. He just got to squeeze. Meeker's trying to fight out of it. He can see the clock, 7 seconds left, and the shoulder can't touch. Oh, and he gets the pin. My goodness, might have invented a new pinning combination tonight. What would you call it, Kip?
I'm calling it the Terry, man.
There
It's
you
Colton
go.
Terry. I'm calling it the Terry.
Brand new move invented on the mat tonight. The Colton Terry, my oh my, with 1 second left. He gets the pin. What a great match here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
All right, moving up to 138 pounds, JV action. Moffat County's Brock Hartung wrestling Dax Sheridan from the Cowboys.
So far, 2 really good matches that were close right up to the end of each. Bulldogs were able to get the pin in that last match, but it was a barn burner up to that point and a fantastic pinning combination. Now here's the shot by Meeker. Hartung did a pretty good job on sprawling backwards, and now he's trying to reach up and grab the ankle of his opponent, which would be Dax Sheridan. And maintaining top position right now, no points. And this gets close to where they might at some point call a stalemate. Although if Hartung can just spin around right now, he's in obviously the better position. Trying to get that leg free. Meeker holding on desperately. Hartung inches, now there's going to be the takedown. Oh no, he falls through, and he gives up the takedown, and that's just bad luck, but he still got it. Now he's going to grab in the Granby roll type position, and there it is. 2 points awarded to Meeker.
45 seconds on the clock. Sometimes these young guys just get in these positions that you just don't see very often. And you learn about that just from mat time. The more experience, with the experienced wrestlers, you just don't see that a lot.
You really see that. That's why in the room you'll run, or at least we used to, kid, we'd run those drills a ton where it's called a scramble drill, where you're just in crazy, awkward, weird positions and you scramble to get on top or to be in a pinning combination. And it pays off a lot, because you've already seen every match so far this evening has had massive scrambles where our wrestlers, for the most part, came out on top because they were better scramblers. Now down to the end of that first period, as Meeker was trying to set up for that banana splits move right there. And it is 2-0. Meeker in the lead in this crazy all over the place match, where we've seen Mr. Hartung win some close ones, and Brock's got a lot of gas left in the tank as he's going to be in the bottom position. I glanced away. I believe he won the coin toss, or it was deferred to him, and he chose the down position, which is smart. And there you go. First move, up to your knee, explode upwards. Now finish it and get your one. But oh, he's taken back down to the side of his head. That's why it's so nice to have those headgear there. Protects you when you hit the mat. Oh, he's in trouble now, kid. He gets turned over with that single arm bar, and he's flat on his back. I don't know if he's going to be able to come out of this. He just got caught. He went from up on his feet to flat on his back. Very close.
And Meeker tees out, and he's in trouble.
That was just a mistake. He'll go back, hopefully here right on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM, watch that tape and see he was up and he got caught in that arm bar that went behind him. And when you go to your back with that arm bar behind your back, you are in trouble. He will learn from that. And I'll tell you what, he knows it. Gosh, he's upset at himself. He was in a tough match, and he just made a mistake. He was that close to being 2-1, and instead he's pinned. But he's young, and he'll come back from that.
All right, we're moving on to 160 pounds. Moffat County's Daniel Cruz wrestling Colby Clatterbow from Meeker.
So Mr. Cruz the other night had some good action on the mat, and I'm so happy that I was able to announce all of our junior varsity wrestlers tonight too, because they're the men in the wrestling room that help the varsity wrestlers get better, as he tries to turn out of this single leg takedown, and he's going to give up 2 right there. He just got caught. And you know one thing, it's going to be tough matches, whether it's JV or varsity, when you go against Meeker. They have a very proud tradition of wrestling, just like we do here in Moffat County.
2-0 lead for Meeker. Just 40 seconds into this first period. Daniel Cruz improving steadily throughout the year, just a freshman. Always tough when you're a freshman, wrestling up at these middle to upper weights.
Man, right now,
arm bar and a half again, yep. And there's a quick pin for Meeker. And Cruz not able to come off at exactly 1 minute on the clock. We're going to move to 100 and another exhibition match or JV match at 160 pounds. It's going to be Moffat County's Connor Wynn against Braden Woodward of the Cowboys.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee what our coach is telling these young wrestlers right now that have been pinned is the golden rule. You've got to look away. When that half is in, you got to look away and you got to reach up and peel that hand off the top, and they're going to learn a tough lesson here. That's something, once you learn it, I promise you'll never get turned with a half Nelson again if you just remember. It's going to hurt a lot more if you're on your back. So here we go. We're underway early in this match, which you just brought us into, my friend, and 0-0, and they're going to tie up right near the center of the mat. getting some valuable wrestling time now tonight. Our varsity will be going here in a little bit. We got another future star on the mat for the Bulldogs and for Meeker. And they still down to a minute 25 remaining in the first period. Still basically just locked up ear to ear. Now they pull back out.
You really want to get forehead to forehead. When you do that, you create so many more opportunities. When you get, like you said, Shane, locked up ear to ear, it's hard for either guy to do anything, and some wrestlers will just get comfortable there, and they'll go ear to ear just to sit on the clock and let those seconds tick away.
I mean, it really becomes just a test of strength when you are ear to ear. It's a push and pull, and if you're setting something up with that, it's great, but if it just becomes something where you kind of just are hanging on to it, you want to see it move into something else. Here we go again, right in the center of the mat. A minute left here, first period, and neither of these wrestlers willing to take much of a shot opportunity, as they seem happy to stay up top on their feet. And there you go, that's a nice job. Went for an ankle pick, turned it into a knee pick to a single leg inside. Now he needs to pull him back to the center of the mat and finish this. Put a lot of work, great effort into it. Oh, but he's gonna go out of bounds. And that is such a bummer. That's why I remember in our wrestling days, I wanted to try to keep my guy near the center all the time. Because if I put all that effort into that shot, I wanted to be able to finish it and not lose it just from walking a couple feet to the left or to the right.
Yeah, exactly. When you're in that point and you got a leg up that high, you really got to be aware of where you're at. Because if you're the wrestler on the defense, you're definitely going to use that out of bounds to your advantage and try to get out of it, and that's exactly what Meeker did.
Yeah, absolutely, a good time and a place. Down to 13 seconds left, and like ear to ear, man, you remember I was one of those guys, Kip, I could shave at 5 and have a beard at 6, so I would use it, I would rub it on their face, and they'd have massive razor burns from my face. They didn't want to tie up close with me.
And it took me till I was 35 to be able to do that.
I had a beard and mustache when I was in the 4th grade, you know?
Going into the second round, and we have a 2-0 match. Is that right? That can't be right.
I don't think we
I'm
have
like
any
looking,
points.
I'm like, all of a sudden I saw points. I'm like, where did they come from?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and they fix it, and they fix it. I'm like,
you were on top of it.
I'm like, did I miss something? So 0-0 here in the second. Just underway. Nice. Oh, a duck under to a single leg. Now get him back on bounds, Win. Oh, my goodness. Just goes spinning out of bounds. Getting back to the middle when you get in on a takedown like that.
They throw us all off. I'm okay in the home building if they give 2 to the Bulldogs. That's just invisible. But goodness sakes, don't give it to Meeker. And there's a double leg. The first shot by Meeker. He's in really deep, but a good sprawl by your Bulldog. And now he's going to use the out of bounds to his advantage, but he spins in. Let's see who wants it more now. Sprawling back really hard. Meeker's got that in pretty deep on that single leg. And this is going to be whoever wants it more right now. And there you go. Moffat County pulling that leg away, but now Meeker pulls it back in. It's the definition of a stalemate right here. Now he pulls around behind for the biggest 2 of this match. Oh, but he gets rolled through in the Granby, and they didn't quite go out of bounds. So just like that, bam, 2-2, and we're all tied up.
Pretty exciting action there in the right at the 1 minute mark, as Wynn is able to turn, and he was in a really tough position, and he got himself that takedown, but immediately gets rolled through in the Granby.
A full minute left in the second period, and right now you really want to be able to get that 1 point off the bottom, and Meeker is, oh, here we go again. Another half looked right into, and we're in trouble. And I'm telling you, when you watch this tape, it's got to be all about look away, reach up with your hand and peeling off of your head, because it's going to hurt way worse, I can't say it enough, if you go to your back than looking away. So a great match up until that point, and we just look right into a half Nelson, and we get pinned.
All right, we'll be right back with varsity action here on Moffat County Proud. Take it. You hold on to it.
Hey, so we're back, and I'll lead it right into you, my main man, Kip. This is the first night of our varsity evening, the duel between Meeker and Craig.
All right, Daniel Caddy, 138 pounds, wrestling Christopher State for the Cowboys. Now, Caddy Shane was set up to wrestle a really tough opponent from Meeker that unfortunately couldn't be here, and that would have been a great match. Caddy had lost to the kid a couple times this year already, but they were good matches. And I know he was excited to wrestle him. I wish we could have saw that, but nonetheless, here we are, and Caddy right now taking control of this one early as he's racking up some back points and a cheap tilt, and is going to be up 4-0 just 30 seconds into it.
Yeah, had a fantastic duck under to start the match, and then the cheap tilt for 2. Now he's going to walk over. He's got double arm bars. So look, if you're going to wrestle the second stringer for Meeker, and hey, they're all good wrestlers. We've seen that already. Their JV kids wrestle great too. But if you're going to wrestle the guy that, hey, is second in line, you go out there and you should dominate, and that's what you want to do. And there's another cheap tilt, and there he's getting those back points, just pushing on that shoulder. And again, the matches earlier this year, Daniel Caddy at the Warrior Classic took 5th. To go for 5th place, you have to lose 2 matches later in the tournament. And look, he's got him flat on his back. Oh, he looked like he was stuck, and there it is. If they see that, they're going to call the pin. Huge win for Daniel Caddy. And again, he had lost twice to the same wrestler from Meeker and still got 5th at the Warrior. We thought we were going to see that match tonight. It didn't materialize, but Daniel goes out and takes care of business for us. The first match of the duel gets a big pin, as you should do when you're going up against the next man up mentality. Bulldogs take a 6-0 lead, and here we are with our next varsity match.
All right, moving up to 145 pounds. For Moffat County, it's Ethan Powers, and for the Meeker Cowboys, it's Tevin Poloni.
The Poloni boys, I've known them for many, many years. Again, I mention it so much, whether it's Bad Dog Wrestling or Moffat County Youth Wrestling, many, many times we've seen these young men wrestle. Both of them are here tonight, and we wrestled against them, and sometimes they wrestled on some all-star teams for me as a coach. Great group of kids, great family, and now you also have Powers, who I know like a brother out on the mat. He's like a son of mine. So it's fantastic to see the relationships that are built up through wrestling over many, many, many years of going to different places, different states, different towns and communities in wrestling. So here we are, 0-0 early on. There's a decent shot, but Powers comes back out. And they also are going to go with that ear-to-ear locked up position in the center of the mat. You know,
Powers, Shane, for the Bulldogs, a senior, and when I'm looking at Poloni here, let me find him. Poloni, a sophomore for the Cowboys, but definitely a lot of wrestling experience.
Yeah, and you see these are 2 big, strong wrestlers, and Powers really close to having a nice shuck for a takedown, but he slipped off of it, or he would have easily been around behind for 2. Now we're down to 35 seconds left. And again, you're seeing it. Both these teams are very well prepared. You're going to get the best out of Moffat County and the best out of Meeker when they go in any dual format, all the way back to my days and yours when we went up against Meeker. It was a full house, whether it was here or there, and the matches meant a lot. And there you go, a throw attempt by Meeker. Oh, look, he gets it from behind. He's going to get 2 out of it with 8 seconds left. How great was that? Poloni was trying to run from him out of bounds, and he catches him backwards double.
Great job by Powers, taking advantage. He got him in a vulnerable position, and he attacked exactly like he should have, and gets that big takedown right here near the end of the first period.
Just hold on now, don't give up a cheap 1 point here. And there we go, end of the first period. Fantastic maneuver, and I'll tell you what, that's something I bet you've hardly ever practiced, is to have a guy actually turn his back to you and to take them down from behind with a double. He did a great job. As you can see, Meeker falling as they reached for the out of bounds to try to run and escape from it. Oh, and again, now he's in trouble with half Nelson in deep on Powers. I know he knows how to look away and reach up with that arm, and there you go.
And you saw it. What did he do? He brought his hand up and he peeled it off his neck. Exactly what you're supposed to do.
That's just one. Any young wrestlers out there listening or watching this, and they're going to call, I believe, potentially dangerous here. Let's see what they're calling. Oh, the clock never started. Good job for the official to see what was going on. That would have been the longest period ever. Saying it again, young wrestlers out there, remember, somebody puts something, their arm on your head, and they're trying to push it through. Just reach up there, peel it off, and look away from it. I can't say it enough times because it's something you will learn at a very young age.
Powers in a good spot here, Shane, because he grabs the leg. He put in the legs, he grabs the leg if he can keep it. Now he's in trouble there as he's able to scissor the body, but Powers steps through. He's going to give up 2 back points, but he's going to get the reversal. So
wow,
call it even, 4-2.
Great stuff right there. You can tell 2 highly skilled wrestlers as you had that far half pushing him through. He had it locked in, but Powers knew where to go and torque his momentum and pull out on top. Wow, that was good stuff right there. Both wrestlers highly skilled with what they were doing. And now let's see if Ethan has any energy left here in this final minute of the second period with a 2-point lead, 4-2.
And Powers muscles him over, has the chicken wing, puts him over, hasn't held him there long enough. Now just sit back, lay the hips down. There's the back points coming. 39 seconds on the clock, and he's going for the pin.
He's got him flat on his back. He just needs to lock up that head. Meeker on the bottom just trying to squeeze. Tell you what, this isn't MMA. You're not going to submit him from the bottom. He's got him flat. Meeker, though, able to pull that shoulder up off. 23 seconds left. And he's going to turn out. But big one, puts in the half deeper again, Kip. He's held it now. Big pin for Moffat County as they get back-to-back varsity pins here in our home gymnasium. Man, what a great match.
Hey, make sure to say thank you to Craig Family Dental, Memorial Regional Health, and Bank of Colorado. It's because of sponsors like them that we're able to bring you great wrestling action. Coming up next, 152 pounds, Moffat County's Jake Zimmerman wrestling Jake Shelton of the Cowboys.
Another couple of families that have been around wrestling here forever. Oh, Zimmerman shoots in hard with the double leg, takes Shelton straight to his back. He might, but he gets turned out of it. He just didn't have his legs spread to prevent that. And so very quickly it's 2-2. And as I was saying, these are 2 huge wrestling families in the area. Zimmerman, you have his father who wrestled locally, was a superstar, and then went to college, wrestled. Great friends with Voloshin at the same college, I believe, Wyoming. You have Shelton, obviously, whose brother was a 4-time state champion and now wrestles for the Colorado School of Mines. And man, oh man, a lot of prestige out on that mat right now. And they went to work early, and now somebody's getting thrown. Somebody's going to get their wings.
And Jake trying to bear hug him right to his back. And he's going to get the 2 points for the near fall, so call it 8-2.
And you know what he's locking up here, my friend.
And Shelton counters it well as he bellies out. And Drake's still working on it. He's strong. We'll see if he can get him to turn anyways. That's how you counter that 3/4 stack. You just belly yourself out.
And there was the words I was looking for, the old 3/4 stack. That's what he was trying for. The most painful thing you could ever imagine. The only thing I can compare it to, I don't know, grab your lower lip and pull it up over your forehead. It's about as painful as that.
It's about like that.
38 seconds left. And we are in a heck of a match here. They woke up. There was no slow ear to ear to start this match. They were going for it. And a good student section again, too, tonight. It was awesome. Hey there, Drake, I think, chose to let him stand up off the bottom. And here we go, 8-3.
Nice shot in by Shelton for a second. Now he's going for his own bear hug on Drake. Drake has to sink his hips down and breaks the grip. And now he's in on a single leg with just 5 seconds left. It's got him picked up. Can he finish it? Boom, he does. 2-point takedown at the buzzer. Drake Zimmerman gets it right at the buzzer, and it's 10-3.
Very, very strong wrestler there in Zimmerman. Both these wrestlers obviously extremely strong. And I don't know that I've seen a first period where I saw 3, possibly 4 positions there where they were going to get their wings. You saw deep bear hugs. And we know from experience, my friend, that when you get there, you either are going to throw or be thrown.
All right, here we go. Second round. Both wrestlers on their feet. So far, it's been Zimmerman with 2 different takedowns.
And really, this is just the beginning of the season for Zimmerman, as he missed almost the entire season leading up, and he did before Christmas. And so he's only got a few matches to his credit so far. He wants to get going. There it is again. A good step through, bear hug, and he pushes him right to his back. And now he just pulls him in, says, I'm going to just pin you right here.
Oh, they get called out of bounds. But a great job by Zimmerman. He had the right idea as he was pulling him back in and going to go for that pin. But right now, he has a commanding lead, 14-3.
And you like to see him just come right out and just go for it. Look at that, does a good job of sweeping the legs. And now he's got Meeker turned over to their butt right here. If he can work his way up top on Shelton, he's gonna have a chance to put him on his back. Shelton just reaches his elbow out. And good to see Zimmerman start so strong and continue strong through this entire match. As I said, he doesn't have much mat time this season, so every second now is valuable.
Under a minute to go here in the second round. Zimmerman looking for some type of pin combination. So far, all of his back points have been, he puts him on his back from off his feet.
Yeah, it's been all flies. Putting them in the air, getting your wings. 33 seconds left, 14-3 now. So at an 11-point lead, you're starting to gain a few more points. You get to that 15-point mark, the match is over. And you can see it's a tough time right now for Shelton, and Zimmerman
and he's gonna,
over.
Yeah, if he can suck him back, he'll get some more back points here. Sink your hips, pull him back. He's trying to.
You're gonna see he's gonna put that chin in that far shoulder, because you already have the one. Now there should be back pounce right there. Yes, it is. Now if he just puts that chin, or he's gonna go ahead under, he's gonna lock it up with the arms, and he might turn it into time runs out. And we are gonna have now a 17-3 lead, 1 point away from match over, technical fall.
Zimmerman's choice, he'll take neutral. And you called it, Shane, a takedown ends it. If he gets a takedown, it's over. Unless he brings him straight to his back, then you have the opportunity to pick up the pin with the continuation of the move.
Here we go again, they're both set. Somebody's going down hard to their back. Who's gonna do the throw? But he turns it into a nice, looks like a fireman single. Gonna put him down nicely. Let's see if he can get
boom,
the pin.
right to his back. Now you hold him there and get the pin. Can he do it? He's gonna go for it.
He's going to get the ultimate victory here, Kip, ahead by 15 and get the pin. That's a tough one. You don't see it very often. Maybe I'm thinking a little bit ahead, but I see a pin in our future. Got a minute 20 left, and there it is. Win by more than 15 and get the pin. Welcome back, Mr. Zimmerman.
We'll be right back on Moffat County Proud. 160 pounds, it's Greg Hickson for the Bulldogs, wrestling James Amick for the Meeker Cowboys.
So far, a perfect night for your Bulldogs. 3 pins. Hickson now around behind gets a quick 2. Nicely done as he ducked under and was able to come around on top for 2 points. Our son of a Marine here, see if he can get it rolling now as we head near regionals. Look at that. Oh, but he lost his grip, Kipper, but he was able to pull it through. He's got to finish.
Still got the arm. Wow. Meeker does a great job getting back to their base. Hips down, fight it. Meeker in on a deep single right now. They're still saying Hickson in control. No points awarded yet because they're waiting for the reversal or the escape, seeing what happens.
Oh no, and he's tripped.
And it's the 2-point reversal, and we're all tied up at 2.
So that was the epitome, Kip. Excuse me for jumping on you there, but that was the scramble drill we talked about. Somebody comes out on top.
Yep, no doubt. Cradle hooked up right now on Hickson, doing a good job countering it. Got to be careful. He's close to being turned. And there's back points he's given up now. And now Meeker slips it in tight. Now he's in danger of being pinned. Seems like he does have that inside shoulder up.
Yeah.
But he's definitely going to give up the 3-point near fall.
And here again is one of those things now you learn. You've got to go to work on their grip. You've got to work on the fingers, try to get 3 at least so you don't lose the point. But break that grip, and it's a big 3-point back point. And just like that, it's 5-2. Hickson tries to pull out. He wants to get the 2 reversal here. He's got 15 seconds, and he does. Nice reversal, and we've got ourselves a heck of a match as it is 5-4, or should be. Oh, they're not going to give the reversal. Wow.
They're going to say no reversal. 9 seconds on the clock.
Wow, I must have not saw, maybe there was a leg in grip there or something, but thought they might give him 1. And look, there he rolls through, really nice Granby roll, I believe it was, and gets himself 2 out of it. So
it's the reversal that time.
Didn't matter, he got it back. Good stuff, getting to see some elite level moves here tonight. Gotta love it when you see shoot fireman's carries, bear hugs, 3/4 stacks. Off the bottom, you're seeing Granby rolls and the legs being used. Fantastic stuff here.
Hickson in that down position as we start this second period. Goes right to the stand-up. And if I was Hickson, I'd be thinking about hitting that Granby again.
Yeah, it was right there. That's the one when you get tossed through the air like that. If you turn through, as right now, he's got his body now to an inverted L against his opponent, but now he gets turned. He's got it flattened back out. Get his base, get your arm out there. And here we go, another half. Is he gonna reach up and peel it off and look away? And I don't think he's going to, and he's in trouble.
Giving up back points. And now he flips, the hips rotate, and he's in danger of being pinned.
Now all you can do is fight your heart out on the bottom, which we know he'll do. But he's in the center of the mat. He's got 1:12, and he's in trouble. He's got to try to free that arm and turn back to his base, or give it one last really hard that direction to his left it would be, and go with it and try to come out the other side. Oh, look, he's about to get there, man. He's showing the heart of a lion. He's fighting like crazy here. Now he's going to try what I said, but he didn't do it quick enough. And he's got to hold on now for 45 seconds. And it's the loneliest place in the world, is being right in the center of the mat on your back. But again, no quit in that young man. He is fighting with everything he has. If he can just pull one arm through across the body. He's down to 30 seconds now. And he gets this shoulder off again.
And with the reverse half in right now, if he can fight his way out of this, it'll be nothing short of a miracle, Shane.
Yeah, I mean,
because it is hard not to get pinned when you're in a reverse half like that.
Oh, it's so painful looking up at the lights, as they say. Now he's down to 15. Now he's got a great chance to survive this, and he turns his hips away. Somebody be out there. Hopefully one of his friends is letting him know 10 seconds. The crowd's going to scream. The student section let him know he's down to 3 seconds, and he's going to survive the tip. Wow. Tell you what, 1:45 on your back. Many wrestlers would have succumbed to that and might have said, hey, I just can't do it anymore. He didn't. Showed the heart of a lion, and now the score is not out of reach.
No, 8-4, and Hickson's going to be down as Meeker chooses top. He was able to turn him that time, and now Hickson comes back to that Granby roll. This time Meeker, and he catches him right on his back, and that might be it, folks, and it is. Caught his leg. He wasn't able to clear the leg. He caught the leg, and that ends it.
I'll tell you what happened. He had just spent 1:45 on his back, and he gave it everything he had with that roll, but when he got caught, he was just had nothing left. But hey, great efforts, and our first loss of the night, and we'll be right back here on MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
All right, 170 pounds, Mickey Klemper for the Bulldogs. Wrestling Keston Hobbs.
Can't even say anything, and he's already jumped in there. And has him in that Mills cradle. He jumped far side, put him to his back quickly. And before we could even get the names and the introductions out, it's 5-0.
Mickey going for the quickest pin of the night. And he might get it.
He's right now, I believe this is banana splits that he has, yes. Got his opponent in the banana splits, and the student section cheering him on. This one hurts, and there's the pin. Man, oh man.
34 seconds with the pin as Klemper makes short work of the Cowboys.
No messing around for that senior. He came out in front of his crowd, got it done, and builds up that lead for our team to have it 18-6 now.
So a couple forfeits coming up. Elias Prulis wins by forfeit. Jefferson Pyatt also going to win by forfeit. And that moves us to 220 pounds, where it's going to be Moffat County's Torn Hume wrestling Ridge Williams for the Cowboys.
And the long-standing nickname that was given with love is legs. Look at this here. You've got David and Goliath, as Torn Hume literally, I think, is about 2 feet taller than his opponent out here. Big size difference. Let's see if Hume just goes to work, immediately shoot in there and take care of business. He has to literally lean over just to beat half the height of his Meeker opponent. So far, though, he doesn't want anything to do with this. And I thought that team score wasn't totally correct earlier, and now we added the 2 forfeits, and it puts us up to 36-6. We're ahead as a team, doing a great job tonight. Now Hume, front headlock, and he's going to try to turn around behind to get the points here, as they are near the out of bounds with 1:10 left in the first period. And there it is, 2 points for Hume.
Ridge Williams, a sophomore for the Cowboys. He comes up on a nice stand-up. Hume wisely drops down and picks that ankle and breaks him right back down.
So he'll go back to work in the top position here. Sometimes it's hard when you're a really long wrestler like Hume is. It's tough with a shorter, stockier wrestler to do some of your moves. I would think a cradle is in order here because you have such a reach advantage with your cross-face cradle, with your near side cradle, with your far cradle. And he steps out in a cheap tilt, and they're going to go back to the center of the mat with 36 seconds left in this first period. Immediately goes up top again, putting all of his weight. He's doing a spiral ride right now, just trying to work his half, and Meeker trying to come off the bottom, and does. And so hey, this is a tight match, 2-1 with 20 seconds left, and they'll go back to work in the center of the mat. You know, we talked about it earlier, a nice crowd here on a Tuesday night. As the student section has got a ton of cheerers in it, and you've got a bunch of family and friends here to support these wrestlers as we end the first period, 2-1. Meeker chooses bottom position.
Was able to come out and get that escape near the end of the first. Hume goes right to the ankle pick.
Yeah, the longer this match goes, the more opportunity Hume is giving Meeker to hang in there and believe that he can do it. He needs to go with his best top pinning combination right now and get her done. There you go. He's going to lock up the near leg now. And this is where a 3/4 stack works really well. Also try that near half. You can do a far half too when you have it. Now he's going to go to that cradle I suggested earlier with those really long arms and long legs that give him the advantage in this match. Meeker hanging in there, fighting their heart out, and now he's going to walk up over the top. Those chicken wings, as you call it.
Not the chicken wing, almost keep running it, and Meeker able to fight their way out of it. Double arm bar, hooks it on the hip, goes to run around the head, see if he can finish it. It's close. There's the back points. He's got him coming. If he can get those hips to turn, if he can get him just to flip.
As soon as those legs go over, it might be over. Over. 45 seconds, and there it is.
There they go. And now he's working for a pin with.
And that's what we talked about. He needed to take care of business, and he does. And now Meeker will regret taking down to start the second period. And they will know next time. They don't want to be on the bottom against that big man. Great match for Hume as he gets another pin for our Moffat County team in this duel. And we're up 42-6. It's been a very good duel season for our Bulldogs.
Got a couple more open matches where Dagan White will win by forfeit. And that's at 106 pounds. And then at 113 pounds right now, Slater Durbin getting his hand raised. And Moffat County has 3 varsity matches to go, and we'll wrap it up with one more JV match here at the end. So this is Jacob Poloni from Meeker and Moffat County's Blake Juergens ready to roll.
So 2 younger stars out here. There's a nice shot by Meeker as they basically went with a ankle kick, and now they're going to lock up that cradle, and it's trouble very quickly.
Well, and Blake coming in as a freshman, Poloni a senior, Shane.
I mean, you can see this is one of those where you want to get your young guys a match, but man, oh man, you biting off maybe sometimes more than you can chew against a senior. But he survives, and he comes up, and he's going to try to come up to a base here, see if he can stand up and get 1 point, as it's very quickly 5-0.
Now, a week ago, Shane, I remember watching Blake wrestle, and he wrestled, I felt, probably one of his best matches that he's ever wrestled. Just wrestled really smart, did a good job. And right now, against a really good wrestler, he's fighting hard. And that's what you want to see. This builds experience, and it's tough when you're at a weight and you're a freshman and you're wrestling a senior. And here's the thing, though. No doubt, Blake has a great career ahead of him, and he is going to win a lot of matches in his career.
And he really, what he did tonight for the team, they needed somebody at that weight, and he said, I'll take it. And yes, he's going to lose, but he got some varsity experience. And of course, the senior from Moffat County, he's expected, I mean for Meeker, is expected to go out there and win.
All right, coming up next, 126 pounds, it's Isaiah Herod for your Bulldogs against Charles Curry for the Meeker Cowboys. Herod, nice duck under into a single, switches off to a double, picks it up, finishes it, 2-point takedown.
And there you go, that was quick, and he says, hey, get away from me, I'm gonna let you up, and I think I can do it again. Hopefully he can. When you're that enthusiastic about releasing your opponent off the bottom, you believe you can, and he does. Look at this now, ducks into a beautiful single leg, but they're gonna go out of bounds and return to the center, with the score 2-1, and a minute 35 left in the first period.
Herod in on a beautiful shot, picks him up, puts him down right to his back. Great job, Isaiah Herod. There's 2 more near fall coming, and you're up 6-1.
Yeah, nice display of takedowns so far in this match by Herod. And he did a great job there putting his man down just gentle enough that you don't get called for a slam. And now he's got him. They're going to go ear to ear, see what he decides to break out of his takedown repertoire right here. Wow, fireman's carry to perfection. And that was beautiful. And he's going to let him up again. And he is showing a takedown seminar, a clinic right now, as he gets a duck under for 2 now. And now is he going to lock up that cradle? He's got 44 seconds left.
Locks up the crossface cradle, tilts him back. See him put that knee right in the side, head in the temple, and he's going for the pin now. He ain't letting him up now unless he breaks the grip.
Oh, and just as you said, he does break the grip. 27 seconds left, and now he's going to try to put in the legs. See what he's got to offer now, and he's going to reach up and under.
Danger of getting too high now, might give up the reversal. Hasn't gave up anything yet. And gives up the 2-point reversal with 8 seconds left on the clock. But he is up 13-5. And Herod doesn't waste any time as he's on his feet, and he gets an escape right at the buzzer. 14-5 at the end of 1.
So you know what, Meeker, their wrestler showed great heart as he never gave up and was able to get some offensive points there. And now it will be Herod on the bottom, up by 9. And there's the whistle. And Herod immediately turns. He wants to get a 2-point reversal here, and he does. Now he makes it 16-5. Let's see what he decides to do, if he's going to work on his upper offensive moves here, or is he going to let him up? But it looks like he's going to work on the pinning combinations now.
16-4. Lets him up, and we'll go. Again, from our feet. So far, Isaiah Herod putting on a clinic from his feet.
Tried to duck under there. Meeker was ready for it that time. And now, you notice, as you said earlier, look at that. He tap, shoots in on a double leg. Beautiful takedown. And just a fantastic match so far.
And needs 2 more to get the technical fall.
Turning. Meeker continues to fight. Now he locks up. He was going to try a corkscrew, turns it into that cradle. If he can just pull him over towards the center of the mat, he'll have it all locked up. The only question will be, is he going to get the pin or the 15-point victory? But he loses the grip. And Meeker turns and faces him and will get 1-point escape, making it 18-6. 53 seconds remaining second period. So you know what, this is a good match as far as getting a lot of time out there, getting a lot of work, some practice time as they like to say. And although it's a varsity match, it's turned into that practicing your takedowns for Mr. Harrod. Now he needs to be smart and careful here. And look at that duck under. Meeker was ready for it. You talked about earlier going temple or head to head. And look, he ducks under again. Beautiful duck under. It was you either shuck him or you duck under. It's the two moves right there. And now it is going to be 20-6, 1 point away from the technical fall. Well, we've only got 20 seconds left. And again, he just did such a good job going forehead to forehead instead of getting ear to ear. So many things you can set up. Now he wants to do that 3/4 stack. Oh, he just flips him over, lost the leg. But now he might do, as we saw earlier, where he would have a 15-point victory or a pin, but he's going to lose it, and he's going to win by, it should be technical fall. Change the score up there, but it would be 21-6, which would be the 15-point victory. Yes. So great win, and hey, let's take this opportunity to thank all of our awesome sponsors. Craig Family Dental, Memorial Regional Health, Bank of Colorado. There's only one. Victory Motors, Patton Enterprises, Miller Sales and Services, 3B Enterprises, Sand, Gravel, and Rock Products, Cornerstone Realty, GCR Tires and Service, Precision Auto Service, 360 Insurance Company, and Justin Kowchick Agency, Mountain West Insurance, Kramer Flooring, McDonald's, I'm loving it, and we'll thank the rest of our sponsors as soon as this match gets to a stopping point.
Hey, so this might be one of the best matches of the night right here, Shane. Chris Massetti in on a quick takedown. I know that Chris has wrestled Zach McCann from Meeker before, but it's been a couple years. Chris won that match, but like I said, that was a few years ago. Chris won it by a decision, and right now he takes the early 4-0 lead.
Yeah, he put those legs in, and he lets him up. And it's going to be 4-1 now. Great start for your Bulldog. He's going to try to pull him in right now. And you said it. This is Zach McCann, Chris Machete, the last match of our varsity night. And look at that. He shucks him into his legs, comes around behind, and gets the points. And now he's going to try that stack, or at least he's doing that far reach underneath. A lot of things you can do when you're able to reach up under and cup that far shoulder. 6-1, the team score 59-12, a dominant showing by your Bulldogs.
And one of the things that I can't believe, Shane, that I haven't seen in a long time from Meeker is they gave up 4 weights, actually 5 weights, without a wrestler. And just unheard of. This is a team that last year was the state runner-up in 2A wrestling.
Yeah, just loaded. And they had a lot of wrestlers when I talked to their head coach that were on the roster but just were not here for one reason or another. So I think they've got close to a full team. They just had some things going on tonight where some wrestlers weren't here. But nonetheless, you wrestle who shows up and you play where they say. And tonight a dominating showing by the Bulldogs. And there's a nice double leg. Beautiful as he takes this man straight down to his back, and a quality showing at this point for Mr. Machete.
Picking up more back points. 2 more awarded. That's going to push the score to 12-3 in favor of Machete.
Hey, I'll continue with Mountain West. Kramer Flooring, McDonald's, I'm loving it. Great Divide Cleaning Service, Chaos Inc., Young Life, Duran and Pierce, that is. Cook Chevrolet, Ford, Subaru, Country Living Realty, Rocky Mountain Machinery, and we're back.
And going to get locking hands, but they'll wait and see if Chris can pull off a escape, and he does. And there's the 1 point for the technical violation. So he gets the 1 point escape, he gets the 1 point for locking hands, and the score should be 14-3 after that.
Yeah, they may have to. There they go. They got it right. So they got the double, and he gets the takedown. Wow, one of the best. Wow, look at that as he just ducks under the arm, turns it to his back directly, and it might be over. And it is. What a huge match. What a great victory for Machete as he struts his stuff. And I'll finish thanking all of our sponsors as we have Country Living Realty, Rocky Mountain Machinery, Epp and Associates, Rocky Mountain Automotive, Colorado Northwestern Community College, Identity Graphics, Craig Veterinary Hospital, Brass Key Realty, and Mountain Air Spray. Thank all of these sponsors, all of these people who come and help us to be here. We appreciate it. Without you, we couldn't be here. They are advertisers for MOFFATCOUNTYPROUD.COM.
All right, so we have one more match left. This is an exhibition match, and it's Keaton Durbin for your Bulldogs wrestling Cooper, Maine. 132-pound weight class.
And this is another young man that I've known for a very long time. Went to school with his mom and dad. Great family. Heck, everybody on our team, I went to school with them, and their families have known them forever. And again, family affair. Let's see if Durbin can end the night with a junior varsity victory for your Bulldogs, as they just finished a 65-12 walloping of Meeker. So this year, the big rivalry goes in a big way to your Bulldogs. Once again, 65-12, and we've got 1:20 left here. Score 0-0 as Durbin allows his man to come back up, and they go back to the center of the mat. Halfway through this first period, and they are going forehead to forehead, as we talked about. A lot more things you could set up. Meeker going and grabbing that elbow, doing that arm lock, which sets up so many moves. I can't even tell them to y'all right now.
"36 seconds on the clock as the wrestlers break apart.
Both again, forehead to forehead. And I've got to tell you, I really like where we're at right now as far as a team. We've got a bunch of really good wrestlers, and when we duel people now, we're going to go out there and win, as we have showed great ability and a high level of skill on the mat. Down to 3 seconds left, and we're going to head to the second period. Tied up at 0-0. Moffat County wins the choice and is going to defer. And surprisingly, Meeker is going to take top.
So we did see earlier with a string of JV matches where Meeker went half armbar, half armbar, half armbar, and ended some matches rather quickly. See if that's what they're thinking here. Right now he goes to the crossface corkscrew, and he's got Durbin almost to his back. There's back points coming.
Boy, did you call it. They just are so aggressive up top. They just went right out and put us to our back. Can Durbin go to his belly right now?
There's the pin. That's going to end it. Moffat County, though, overall, varsity had a great night. You heard Shane say it, 65-12. So a huge win for the Bulldogs as they move forward in the season, and another step closer to that regional tournament to get as many berths as we can in the state tournament. Thanks for being with us right here on Moffat County Proud.